what is happening towards our issues, which we have taken it up, and how we are planning to go for the future. You all know that in the month of September, we went on agitation jointly with the Officers Association. Matter was referred to CLC. Central Labour Commissioner intervened in the matter. As per his direction, we had some 3 rounds of bilateral meetings. And in that bilateral meetings, finally, we concluded by signing an MOU in relation to many of the critical issues which we have taken up. In the morning, I was telling you that shortage of staff, recruitment of award staff, recruitment of sub-staff, regularizing the services of the temporary and casual employees, and so many other matters also were raised. Now, in relation to that, the MOU has been signed, and the MOU was possible because of the agitation which we conducted. And in that agitation, Union Bank Award Employees Union Telangana played an important role in conducting various demonstration programs jointly with officers that yielded the pressure also. One of the critical issues was that management was not recruiting clerical staff. Management said that everything is in the digital platform. Customers तो बैंक में आता ही नहीं है, तो क्या जरूरत है क्लरिकल स्टाफ को रिक्रूटमेंट करने का? ऐसे तरीके का एक स्टैंड उन्होंने लेके रखा था. लेकिन हमारी तरफ से पहले से डिमांड है कि यूनियन बैंक के अंदर एक स्टाफिंग पैटर्न होना चाहिए. वो स्टाफिंग पैटर्न के अंदर बैंक काम करे और उसके अनुसार जितना भी जरूरत है स्टाफ को, उसके अनुसार वो रिक्रूटमेंट करे. दैट वाज आवर आर्ग्यूमेंट आल्सो. Management was not prepared to agree for a staffing pattern at all. Management was in fact saying that we have got excess and surplus. So from excess area, surplus area to deficit area, we should be able to transfer the people. Once you agree for a formula, that is sufficient for us to provide sufficient staff to all the branches, and there is no necessity for recruitment. The bank which was saying all along that we will not go for recruitment, we will not agree for staffing pattern, finally was compelled to agree for a staffing pattern. What is the staffing pattern? Minimum 2 clerks will be there in every branch, and the maximum will be decided on the basis of your matrix, which is to be worked out on the basis of activities which we are likely to carry out in the branches. Suppose in a branch, if 500 passbooks are printed daily, then 5 clerks are required only for printing the passbook, because that is the way the matrix is being created. Number of accounts you are handling, number of operations you are doing, how much time you take to open a current account, how much time you take open for a saving account, how much time you take for opening a loan account, how much time you take for NEFT, RTGS, term deposit renewal. And in that process, bank has agreed that even the time spent across the counter while talking to the customers will also be taken into account. According to us, to 2.5 hours, if you are working inside the branch, nearly 2.5 hours to 3 hours you spent in talking to the customer. And whenever you are talking to the customer, nothing is getting translated into transaction or a measurable factor. That also we have conveyed, management has agreed. A bank management which was saying that we will not agree for a staffing pattern, finally has agreed to a staffing pattern to be worked out jointly with a union. That is the greatest achievement for your struggle. So now the matrix is being worked out. We have already given it to our views and suggestions. We have given it to the management, and management will hold one more meeting. What you have to understand is, if on an average 3.5, 4 clerks are working out in terms of the matrix per branch, that minimum, if tomorrow 8,500 branches are there, at any point of time, due to this MOU, 25,000 clerks have to be in the bank at any point of time. So this is a change in the approach, change in the system, which you have to understand. Second point, what bank management has agreed is, we will not recruit sub-staff, that kind of a post which they were having. Now they have changed. They said minimum one sub-staff per branch, and on that basis, nearly 3,500 to 4,000 sub-staff they have to recruit, and they are taking it to the board, they are taking the permission. So a bank which was saying we will never recruit sub-staff has finally agreed for a staffing pattern, that one branch, one sub-staff, on that basis they have agreed, and that formula also will help us in the days to come. Third point is compassionate appointment. I know that many of you might be aware that there are quite a number of compassionate appointment cases are pending. Bank management was not ready to give. What is the situation today? Even a sub-staff who dies today, his son or daughter will apply for only clerical staff because they are all well educated. Today, sub-staff's son and daughter are not like yesteryear's sub-staff. They are also graduates. So whenever they will apply for only clerical staff. So that clerical staff recruitment is not there. So as per the scheme, only 5% of the compassionate appointments can be given of the recruitment which they have done. But management has finally agreed before 31st March, all the compassionate appointments, nearly 250 compassionate appointments which were kept pending will be cleared, so that 250 clerks will come into the bank. That's the most important.
Shankar,
Another
sir.
aspect which they have agreed is 3 types of casual and temporary employees which they are working.
1 minute.
Another aspect is that 3 types of temporary and casual employees are working inside the bank today. One fellow is getting starting basic pay salary. Along with that, he is getting pension also. Another fellow is getting starting basic pay salary somewhere. And third type of temporary employees is that he is not getting minimum wages also, and his salary also not getting credited, and he is not getting bonus also. Like that, 3 types of temporary and casual employees are working. Finally, in the MOU, bank has agreed that all of them will be brought on a common platform to get starting basic pay salary as well as bonus wherever they are eligible to get. This also they have agreed. Now management is working on that 4 points agenda which they have agreed, and they are taking it up. But right from beginning, after the merger in Union Bank, we have been ensuring that welfare measures are intact and welfare measures are improved also. Our welfare measure, anybody can compare it with any other banks, you can say that. Now latest you might have seen that Punjab National Bank chairman has announced a child care allowance of 2,000 rupees per month for 2 children in Punjab National Bank on the eve of the Women's Day. On the eve of the Women's Day, chairman has announced, and it has become a news, that Punjab National Bank women employees are going to get child care allowance for 2 children up to 2,000 rupees per month. But in Union Bank, it is All India Union Bank Employees Association which asked the management that they should provide crutch facility. If you are not able to provide crutch facility, you should provide. The first demand in the first IR meeting which we raised was that crutch facility should be provided. Unfortunately, bank management could not provide that crutch facility. So instead of providing the crutch facility, they decided that child care allowance will be given, that to 3,000 rupees per month for 2 children. Bank is giving for last 3 years. We are getting it for last 3 years, whereas this facility is now only introduced in Punjab National Bank. But here the facility has come as a result of our union taking up the matter. That's the most important difference which you should understand. Second point is, even a single parent where the male alone is there, wife is not there, they will also get this 3,000 rupees per month for 2 children. That facility is also available with Union Bank. Second point is the health checkup. If you see the health checkup for women, the number of the tests, the quality of tests, the number of tests are greater than what is applicable for the men. So that even healthcare also, we have ensured that women are kept, women are taken care of. Their need is really taken care of like that. And that health checkup amount also is borne by the bank. Third point is that your disability allowance. The conveyance for the physically handicapped employees is a unique settlement. Today in Union Bank, each employee who is physically handicapped, if he is traveling daily more than 5 kilometers, then he is eligible to get a maximum of 10,000 rupees per month additional as the conveyance allowance. That also we have ensured. Spectacle allowance we have given. We have given death relief fund in addition to the death relief fund scheme. Like that, we have got more schemes, but we are taking care of the women employees particularly need also. Now, cervical cancer, what is that? Cervical cancer injection which they are giving, that also bank is giving as a part of their ease agenda and all. So every aspect of it, Union Bank, we are taking care of. But only thing is, as I told you in the morning, many challenges are likely to come. How we are going to face these challenges depending on how we are able to get united under our union, how we will be able to struggle it out, how we will be able to fight it out. That capacity building is the order of the day. That is why your union is doing. That in between, when we are not struggling, when we are having time, at least we will spend that time in capacity building and capability building, so that in the eventuality, we are preparing the organization for better tomorrow in terms of a tough challenge which is coming in. Union Bank also, it can come. We do not know how they will deal with that thing. Perquisite tax also, after much pursuance, I can tell you that bank is taking up the matter to the board and they will reimburse the perquisite tax which has been deducted so far up to the month of March. Even for the March month also, the salary is being debited. So all the perquisite tax, not because of anything else, purely because of your staff loans, staff housing loan, staff conveyance loan and staff overdraft loan. If at all perquisite tax is deducted, that tax deducted by the bank will be reimbursed for this year. We do not know how it will happen in the next year. But next year, it will take some tough time. So, we will have to prepare ourselves. We cannot expect the management to every time come out with this kind of a one-time measure. So, our people should also understand how to phase out their liability if at all it is to be done. For that, union also will issue some guidelines. Because I also talked to the tax consultant and all. They told me that if management is deducting perquisite tax, even while filing return, certain justifications can be given, certain clarifications can be given, so that the tax can be refunded like that. We are doing it. As I told you, many things are likely to come up. How it will come up, we do not know. Few of the things we were in pipeline, like your enhancement in staff housing loan, enhancement in staff overdraft, and new loan of furniture, fixture and all. But in the background of perquisite tax, which bank is already charging, it's not right condition, right time for us to pursue this. Additional loan will be given, and that loan also will be added to perquisite tax, and you will pay more tax. Already you do not have salary because of the deduction of the tax. Like that situation will come. So we are waiting for the bank to finalize their final balance sheet also. After their balance sheet, we will do that. Only thing from All India Union Bank Employees Association is the way you are functioning, the way you are keeping up your unity, the way with vibrancy and efficiency with which the organization will run, and your participation is a must. And I am sure in the days to come, the way, the enthusiasm, the spirit, the cooperation with which you are all participating will continue to be there, so that you set an example for others also in the days to come. Once again, greeting to all of you. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.